ratios called that we can use? Starts with a T. Triples. Alright, those are special side links. What about ratios that we learned about? Special ratios. It also starts with a T. Yes, it's not sin because we don't number our sins. Sine. And those are called trigonometry ratios. Trig ratios. We were getting there. Good job. What do you use to find an angle? Do you use sine, cosine, and tangent, or do you use a special version of that? And what's our special version? The inverse. It's like we learned something last week, guys. It was a long week last week. But we have a new week. We're almost to spring break, so we're going to do this.
What are you doing?
None yet. Oh, life is so hard. Alright, so I can solve problems involving angles of elevation and depression. So what does elevation mean? Going up, okay? Alright, so an angle of elevation, and that's what I want you to squeeze into that first blank. Angle of elevation. Is the angle between the horizontal. Which way is horizontal?
Right and left.
Yes. Good. Y'all take a point. And the line of sight to an object when looking up. So, have you ever, how many of you have ever been to a hot air balloon festival or seen a hot air balloon? Have you ever wondered how high they are up compared to you? So, okay, good. Like minds. You can use angles of elevation to figure out how high they are or how far away they are from you. And it's not how far away they are here, because this isn't how far away they are, is it? It's how far up they are away from you. Good. I'm sorry. I'm dying. Alright, so the line of sight, which is how you look, correct? Is the imaginary path that your eyes follow when looking at an object. So what we're going to do is we're going to label these. Now, which of our two lines, the bottom or the top, is our line of sight? Alright? So an angle of elevation is the angle between the horizontal and the line of sight. We've labeled our line of sight. What's the other thing that we need to label? The horizontal. And so obviously this is our horizontal line. We don't judge. And then is this arrow pointing at the angle? Somebody whispered it. What did you say? Angle of elevation. Take a point. So we're going to use that angle, and we're going to try to find, we're going to use this information to find both the line of sight and the angle today. Are you guys ready? Example 1 says that Lisa is standing at the bottom of a hill. The angle of elevation from her to the top of the hill is 64 degrees. If the hill is 79 feet tall, how long is the path up the hill? What should we do first? Draw a picture. Alright, so here is our hill. We're going to pretend it's a hill. And homegirl, what's her name? Lisa? She is standing right there. Well, you can make an actual hill. There. And her line of sight is this. Do we agree so far?
Yes.
Now, we know that a mountain from the top to the bottom is a 90-degree angle. At least I hope that you know that in your life. Are you paying attention or are you on your phone?
I know.
Because it looks like you're on your phone. Can you put it in your pocket? Thank you so much. All right, now what information did they give us?
It's 79 feet tall.
What is?
The hill.
So is that our horizontal or is that this part right here, the straight up and down?
Vertical.
All right, the vertical. What else did they give us?
64 degrees.
Which is what?
Elevation.
So that's this angle right here, correct?
Wait, did that,
And what are we looking for? No.
The vertical line and horizontal line.
No.
I did put Lisa at the bottom of the hill, so I can't mess up.
How long is the path up the hill? So we're not trying to get here, we're trying to get up here, correct? So we're looking for the line of sight. Put an X there. Because she's standing at the base, though our base is over here. We're pretending. Now, we can't use Pythagorean theorem, can we?
No.
What can we use?
Use
It's not sin. Ham sandwich, guys. We can use sine because we have opposite and the hypotenuse. Take a point if you said sine. Alright, so how would we write that? What are we muttering? Well, I need one person to talk to me. Travis, talk to me. Alright, so the sine of 64, because you take the sine of your angle, equals 79 divided by x. Does everybody see how we got that? Because sine is opposite divided by hypotenuse, correct? So opposite of 64 is 79 divided by x. Alright, how do I get rid of my fraction?
X. So 5.
X times the sine of 64 equals 79. And then what do? Divide by sine of 64. We put it in our calculator. You do 79 divided by the sine of 64. Did we get that? You have to do yours backwards. So you do 74 divided by 64. Sine. Sine equals. Let me see your calculator.
I probably did it wrong. I might do it on that calculator. You put your name on? Oh.
You're just not pressing the right buttons, even though I told you what to press because you're trying to kill me.
Okay.
Does anybody else need help with their calculator? Alright, what calculator do you have? I can't, your arm is in the way. It's backwards. So you hit 79 divided by 64 sine equals. Did you get that? Look at us go. Alright, so what on? Alright, 87.9 feet. Are we really interrupting class to figure out where we're going to walk? Because we're not doing that. I understand, and I said we're not doing that. Alright, so we got 87.9 feet. Now what does that tell us? What is this? What does it mean by line of sight? How far she's got to hike. Alright, example 2. Do we have any questions on this? Okay, example 2. A deer is standing 42 feet from the base of a 75-foot tall tree. What should we draw?
Tree.
A tree? Okay, let's draw a tree. There's our tree. Isn't it beautiful? All right, and how tall is that tree?
Tall tree.
Did you know that you can also, I'm going to teach you how to find the line of sight using a protractor and a straw and a piece of string. It's awesome.
Whoa.
We'll probably do that on Friday. It's a lot of fun. All right, now what else do we need to draw? A deer, and I can't draw that.
Do a stick deer.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's all.
Nice deer.
That's our deer.
Our deer's beautiful.
The name is Toby.
Toby the deer.
The deer brother.
That's a deal, bro.
My dear.
Toby.
Look at my dear. Y'all like it?
Oh,
Raspberry.
Huh?
My dear.
That's beautiful. All right, and how far away is Toby from the base of the tree?
75.
No, darling.
42.
42 feet from the base of the tree. Now, what are we wanting to know?
top of the tree. Angle elevation. The line of sight.
So we're wanting to know the angle of elevation from,
Can we have a smiley face on Toby?
her name is Tobrietta, and she shortened it to Toby, okay? And then we need a squirrel sitting up here, so this is our squirrel.
We'd all like a little guy.
Squirrels have feet and legs as well. I don't know why you're judging by a squirrel. If you draw an immaculate squirrel in your tree, then I will give you bonus points, okay? How about those apples? What are we No. Sure. Sandra.
Love it. It's a love story.
Except the deer is a lady.
So it's a great love story.
It's okay.
We love it. We love it.
All right, so we're looking for our angle of elevation. Now, is that our line of sight, or is that this angle right here? Where our angle right here is actually at her feet. We'll pretend like she's laying down, okay, and looking up. So this is our X, and that's what we're looking for. So this time we're going to use inverse because we're looking for an angle.
But we can
And-
use Pythagorean theorem.
But we're not looking for the side, baby. We're looking for the angle. It says, what is the angle of elevation? So that's why we would use Pythagorean theorem. But if I wanted to know how far away they were here, what could I use?
Pythagorean.
Yes. Yes. Tell me. Tell me.
I was gonna say.
That's what I want you to tell me. Tangent. So how would can you tell me how I would set up my problem? Deontay?
Tangent x equal to 75 divided by 40.
Yes, take a point. Tangent of x equals 75 divided by 42. Now, the reason is because tangent is opposite divided by opposite divided by adjacent, correct? And we don't use our hypotenuse. So now, how do we get rid of x?
X equal the inverse.
Inverse tangent of 75 divided by 42. Now, those of you with the funky calculator, do 75 divided by 42 equals, and then hit second tangent, and it should give it to you.
I think I got this right.
Yes. Thank you. I figured that's what they were just calling me about. Thank you so much.
Was that right?
Hit equals.
I
You needed to hit second, and that's okay.